Welcome to the Greater Mississippi River Basin, the largest inland transport route on the planet. This sprawling network of rivers and streams once flowed freely from the highlands, transporting goods across vast distances to the ocean and markets beyond. It played a crucial role in shaping the U.S. into a continental power, nurturing over 1 million square miles of fertile farmland and providing drinking water to over 20 million people. But now, an alarming pattern has emerged. The Mississippi River's water levels are plummeting to record lows. One month, we hear about the river's drying and contamination. The next, it's battling floods with dangerously high water levels. The real crisis lies in the river's transformation from a dynamic natural system into a meticulously engineered canal. This system, now showing signs of collapse, holds the key to understanding why the Mississippi River is in peril. The story begins with the Louisiana Purchase, when the U.S. inherited the French practice of building dams and levees. The Army Corps of Engineers was tasked with improving navigation and boosting commerce. But what seemed like a blessing soon revealed itself as a double-edged sword. The Mississippi, originating from a small glacial lake in Minnesota and flowing to the Gulf of Mexico, is affected by weather patterns across the continent. Heavy rains or droughts in different regions can drastically alter its water levels. The catastrophic floods of the 19th century made this vulnerability painfully clear. The pivotal moment came in 1927. After an unusually wet summer, the river's levels surged dramatically, causing levees to fail in 145 locations. More than 27,000 square miles were submerged, with Arkansas hit hardest. This disaster, the most destructive flood in U.S. history, prompted a nationwide response. The flood's staggering cost, equivalent to a third of the Federal Reserve's budget, led to the development of a comprehensive flood control plan. The Mississippi River and Tributaries Project, one of Congress's most ambitious civil works, built the world's longest system of levees and floodways. Levees, once just 3 feet high, were elevated to an average of 24 feet. Locks and dams ensured a navigable depth for commercial barges. By 2015, nearly $14.8 billion had been invested, yielding an impressive 45-to-1 return. The flood control system proved effective, reducing the frequency of floods and enhancing transportation efficiency. Yet, this success came at a cost. The river, once a thriving habitat, has become a barge canal, with its natural floodplain ecosystems drained and isolated. Despite still hosting 25% of North America's fish species and 60% of its migratory birds, much of its original ecological richness is lost. Fishing, tourism, and recreation contribute over $21 billion annually, highlighting the economic importance of preserving what remains. The Mississippi Basin is crucial for U.S. agriculture, handling 92% of all agricultural exports. From Iowa's soybean barges to chemicals transported upstream, the river system remains a vital economic artery. But this engineering marvel faces significant challenges. Pollution. The river collects runoff from one of the world's most productive agricultural regions, where chemical fertilizers leak into the water, creating pollutants that contribute to a massive dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico. This hypoxic zone, devoid of oxygen, costs the U.S. seafood and tourism industries $82 million annually. Flooding and drought. The river's flow remains unpredictable. In 2023, a massive snowmelt caused severe flooding, only to be followed by a record drought that dropped water levels to historic lows. This variability impacts shipping costs and efficiency, as barges are forced to navigate shallower waters. Saltwater intrusion. Deepening the river's channel has exacerbated saltwater intrusion. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, a severe drought allowed saltwater to travel upstream, contaminating water supplies and damaging infrastructure. Despite further deepening in 2022, the balance between flood control and saltwater intrusion remains precarious. The Mississippi River's challenges reflect broader issues faced by rivers worldwide. The once vibrant natural system has been transformed, with 80% of its floodplains now farmland and villages. Recent floods and restoration efforts underscore the ongoing struggle to balance economic and environmental needs. The Mississippi River's story is a stark reminder of the complexity in managing natural resources. Finding a sustainable path forward requires continuous effort and innovation. What lessons can we learn from this mighty river? Share your thoughts below.